So here's another gram mole conversion. So sulfur is a very interesting compound. It's nice and yellow. It's biblically called brimstone. You find it next to volcanoes. So for instance, the Romans used to basically dig it up outside of volcanoes that they had in their territory, and it has really cool properties. You can burn it and you basically can kill bugs. You can burn candles made of sulfur next to wine barrels, and the wine you put inside doesn't tend to go off so quickly, and all sorts of very cool things. So sulfur on the periodic table is element 16. Its symbol is S, and underneath is the atomic number 32.06. So maybe you've got yourself a candle that you're just dying to burn, and for some strange reason you want to know how many moles of carbon are in your candle. So maybe your candle weighs 52.81 grams of sulfur, and you can go ahead and you can do that conversion. So we know that 32.06 is the number of grams there are in a mole. So if we want to convert grams to moles, we just put that number on the bottom, because that's the only way it's going to cancel, and you put the mole of sulfur on the top, and we can see our units, right, go the way of the dodo. We are left with units that are moles of sulfur. I'm going to write them in now because I forgot them earlier. And if we look at the pesky significant figure rules, we can see that's got 4. And that is exact, so that's infinity, and that is 4. Multiplication and division, we go by the worst number, so 4 is the worst. And my calculator gives me 1.6472, so 1.647 moles of sulfur. But maybe that's not good enough. Maybe I want to say, golly gee, I would really like to burn 3.51 moles of sulfur. And for some reason, right, I would really like to know how many grams that would be. And we can handle that conversion just the same way. We take what we want to convert, and we just write next to it a conversion factor. And we have 32.06 grams. And we have 1 mole. And so the question is, which do we put on the top and which do we put on the bottom? Yeah, that's right. We put the mole on the bottom and the grams on the top. So this is upside down to before, but we've got different units now to cancel. So a mole is just that number underneath there, right? So 32.06 is the number of grams. That is a mole. So that's Avogadro's number. And we can go ahead and do that conversion. And my calculator says that is 112.5306, blah, 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 blah. So what do we want here in terms of significant figures, right? We have 3 and an infinite number here, and up here they have 4. So clearly we need our answer to have only 3 significant figures. So we keep the 1, and the 2, and we chuck away the 5. But because we're chucking away a 5, that means the number next to it gets rounded. So 112 becomes 113. And, we didn't keep track of those pesky units. So moles cancel. We're left with grams of sulfur. So we would need to burn 113 grams of sulfur to have a candle that had 3.51 moles.